the hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Who are you, Blues fan? We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
I guess what I should really be saying is let's go Rangers, or Blue Shirts as they like to call themselves. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and you're watching the Blue Notes Fan Report. Rangers Game Day Live. Sorry I'm a few moments late. Ran into some technical difficulties. Thought I would come on and do a little bit of a show with you. Thank you, Michael Edwards and James and Nichols. You threw that thumb in the air. You threw it in the air. Huge game today. Rangers and Devils, they are tied 2 each. This game so far in this series, the away team has won every game. What makes this big is this game is in New Jersey. Now, Jason Nichols a couple of shows ago had said, "Oh, it's the home team. It's because the home team." They have the problems with their wives and all that stuff, Well, you know what? Here's the problem with that. These guys are sleeping in their own beds, right? I don't know the actual distance between Madison Square Garden and where New Jersey plays, but I know it's not that far. It's an hour and a half bus ride at the most. It's not a big deal. Right? So, more than likely, these guys got on a bus this morning, went and practiced in New Jersey, or maybe not even that. They may have practiced in their own building, got their naps, and then they came to the Rangers facility just a little bit earlier than normal and took the drive down. I don't think it's that big of a drive. I wish Shaggy was here. I sent him so he could tell me. I don't remember where the Devils play at. Let me see here something. If I can pull something up here real quick. So in all actuality, this is a home series for both teams. Michael Edwards hoping for Toronto. I'm surprised. I did not think that series would be 3-1. Right now, the last I looked at was 1 game apiece. So, or 1 goal apiece. Sorry, I'm trying to get things figured out here real quick. So, Prudential Center is where they play. Let me pull something up. Let me do something while we're looking here. I want to see what the distance. I'm a Google Map guy, so I don't like Yahoo Maps as much, but let's try this here. My eyesight has been so bad lately. Okay, so it's in Newark. Pretty sure that's the one I'm looking for, yes. So the Prudential Center in Newark. I'm kind of pulling out to see just here's Manhattan. I think that's Manhattan. I'm not sure. Actually, this might be Manhattan down here. Yeah, that's Manhattan, I think. So let me see here. Let me pull something up. Oh, no, there's Manhattan. Okay. So Give me a moment. I love you guys. I love that you I know. So I'm looking at this, so I can't see if you guys are doing anything. Get my mouse working here. Here we go. So it is a 35-minute drive, right? A 35-minute drive from Madison Square Garden to the Prudential Center. More than likely, the guys drove themselves, right? I mean, I don't know where a lot of them live. I'm thinking they probably live on Long Island or maybe, you know, some of them might even live in Jersey City, in New Jersey itself. So, you know, when in all actuality, I'm guessing that for the most part, these guys live pretty close by, right? That's what I think. So the fact that it is being, oh, you know, I'm glad you bring something up like that. Toronto is scary. I don't think they're that scary. It is on ESPN2, right? Say I love a Manhattan. I love watching the Food That Built America, and this week they covered two top end alcohols. Well, I guess you could call them top ends. They covered vodka and Maker's Mark. Well, I don't think I've ever really had a martini, and I'm not sure what's in a martini. So I have some vodka here. I'm not a big vodka drinker, never have been, but I want to make myself my own martini. So I guess I got to look it up. What is in a martini? Let me do that real quick. What is in a vodka martini? And it's so cool how a vodka martini even came about, right? Dry vermouth and ice. I'm not sure what dry vermouth is. I'll have to get me some. Served in a chilled martini glass and garnished with olives. Or a lemon twist for an elegant cocktail at home. I guess I might have to try that. Not sure what dry vermouth is, though. Let's see here. I feel like Toronto has to close it tonight, or that 10 losses in closeout games will be in their heads. I agree with you there, Shocks. I do. You sent me an article about the trades between the Hawks, Sabres, and Blues. Funniest part about it is, starts off saying our goalie was the problem. What? Yeah. Benny's not getting traded. I'm telling you that. Hi, Timmy. Tammy's old man does vodka and water with olives. I don't know what dry vermouth is. What is dry vermouth? I guess I got to look that up. Right? Dry vermouth. What is dry vermouth? I honestly don't know. Chilled vodka. Well, I don't have chilled vodka, so I may have to chill my vodka. I only have like a little, you know, the one in the skull. My daughter years ago, before she was able to drink, wanted the skull, so she bought So for Christmas, I got the vodka, but the vodka was mine, and the skull was her. I've never opened it. Right? Freeze martini, cocktail shaker with ice. Add vodka and vermouth. Shake until well chilled. Olive or lemon peel and serve. I got to try that. I need to look up what dry vermouth is. So why I'm still talking is they're doing the national anthem right now. No, I'm not being disrespectful. It's this is our show. We talk. Our show's still going. So dry vermouth. Oh, uh, I don't think it's. Well, I guess I got to try it. Oh, it's a fortified wine. Okay. Guess I'll have to get me a little bit of that. I mean, it's not that expensive. $20 for a bottle. It's not bad. All right. Well, the game's just got ready to get in the start. Yeah, it is. It is a type of alcohol. I know that now. No ladies in this show. I mean, I guess I see the Ryan Green. I love that. I wish he was here to see that. So here we go. We've got puck drop in just a few moments. I really hate that my eyesight is going so bad. Like I can't even clean my glasses enough. Right? Let me do a quick refresh here. Rangers win the face-off. I'm surprised they're not showing the score. That one, I can get it. Sorry, I don't think that's happened. I think that I really think that I'm sorry. I think that the Boston's just too strong. I was looking at what I get text messages here and there, and I check them out during the show. Yes, I do, because you never know what someone's going to send me. Sometimes people don't want to put something in there, so they'll send it to me via text, and I have no issue with that. Check on some things here. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't expect that, but there we go. We're what, 2 minutes into the game, and was that I can't see who that was. New Jersey is on the board. Oh wow, man, Chigurskin was out of position there. Oh, made that. Oh wow. Oh, Chigurskin gave up a bad rebound. Bad rebound. Bad rebound. Baddest thing a goalie can give up. Bad is man. I got to come up with something with that. Bad rebound. Worst thing for a goalie's crown. I didn't think they would sweep. I said there'd be no sweep, so I knew New Jersey was getting one. But I didn't think they'd lay an egg in 2 games in New York. And it's come down to this. Teams have felt pressure at home and have succumbed to that pressure. So tonight it's which team feels more pressure. And in honesty, I think it is the Rangers that are going to feel more pressure than New Jersey, even though New Jersey's the home team. And I think, the Rangers kind of went all in. They took Tarasenko. They took Kane. They gave up some first-round picks. So, chippy game early. Nice. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one today. So, Riley and Sincerely for Toronto and Tampa Bay, respectively. I've heard people say that O'Reilly's been the backbone or the best player in that series, and I'm not completely on board with that, but he has been. I'll try and take some time and read that article later there, bud. I'm just trying to check things out. So far, New Jersey's up 1-0. It's less than 2 minutes gone in this game. I have a feeling the Rangers are going to score quick. That chippiness, I think, is going to pay off for them. The Devils can't even get the. They're just going to put shots on this guy. Hey, Craig! Craig's watching the Toronto game for us. Says Vasilevsky has some huge saves in the row. Way to go, Vasilevsky! You know what? It's absolutely there. Beginning of the season, you look at any pundit, and a lot of them had the Cardinals winning the division, and they're downright almost in last. I mean, they lost. I think they lost 3 straight. I don't know. I know they were winning against the Giants earlier today. Nope, they ended up losing to the Giants. So they've lost 4 in a row. Right? They got swept by the Giants. Oh, no, take that back. Hold on. They did beat the Giants today, 6-0. So, 3 in a row, and this team has just got some big issues. Big issues. Okay, I missed something with Craig. Oh, he says he wants to see Toronto win tonight and the Rangers. Yes, I got it wrong. They won today. It pulled up yesterday's score. I apologize about that. I make mistakes. Yes, I do. I know some of you think I think I'm perfect. I know I'm not. Trust me, I know I'm not. Jason, you're pretty close there, right? I still think this season hinged on 2 decisions. That the majority of people really haven't looked at. One decision in and of itself isn't the problem. It's the combination of these 2 decisions, right? And if I'm Doug Armstrong, or if I'm someone who's in that room, I think I have to bring that up, right? You go back and you look at this season, and I don't care what season it is, there's always a season when you can point to one moment in that season that defined the season. There's that moment in every single season that defined the season. And if you want to go back to 2019, I will tell you exactly what that moment is. In fact, I'll let you guess. 2018-19. There is a moment that defined that season. I've talked about it before, so some of you might remember it. But what was that moment? What moment do you think defined the 2018-19 season? I know what a lot of people are going to say, right? I really do. But when it comes, oh, by the way, I didn't share this in any groups. If you want to share it, you're more than welcome. I figured the people that are going to watch me are the people that are going to watch me. Right? What is that moment? What from the 2018-19 season? Oh, did Jerry Springer die? Oh, wow. Did I not know that? Oh, wow, he died yesterday. And Harry Belafonte just passed away. Oh, no, he died today. Wow, that's a shocker. I did not know Jerry Springer died. How old was he? It doesn't say how old he was. Oh, he had pancreatic cancer. Okay. Well, I don't know how old he was. It's sad that he's passed. I know Harry Belafonte passed yesterday. I forget what was I even going to look up now? Man, I'm bad. I want to look something up, and now I forget what I was going to look up. 78. He was battling cancer. Thank you. Let's see. I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about 2018-19. Let's go there first. What is the moment from 2018-19? Thank you, Jason. There's some other big groups I share it to that I forgot to. No, I'm not. That did not happen in 18-19. That happened last season. That happened in 21-22. Not 18-19. The cup winning season. Cup winning season. Okay, that's not. I kind of with you on this. I'm kind of with you on this, and I agree, but I think there's a slight twist to it, right? I think the mental mistakes were caused because of the coach, and I know you don't believe that. I know you put a lot on the players, and that's fine. That's absolutely, positively fine. Right? Tammy agrees with Robert. I just think, and it's what I'm seeing in this Ranger series, right? In the last two games of the Ranger series, they tried to concentrate so much on defense that their offense went away. Sometimes, offense and defense, they go hand in hand in hockey. If you focus on one, you lose another. And you got to look at that. Oh, that Coke tastes good. Come on, guys. You got somebody out there knows. Oh, Jason Nichols, Michael Ayward, Craig Moss, Chris Morris. I don't think I've ever seen a Chris Morris before. Thank you, Chris Morris, for putting that thumb in the air. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy the Y Blues fan. Usually I cover the Blues, but I cover all hockey. And I'm covering Tarasenko, my favorite player, with the Rangers today. Where are we at in the Toronto game? It is still 1-1 at the end of the first. Look like the Devils going on a power play. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolute interference there. Banajed to the box for interference. You know what? Absolutely right. I agree with that completely. Right? I agree with that completely. But it's up to the coach to pull them back in, to simplify things. And do you ever think that our system ever got simplified? Did it ever really get simplified when it needed to? It didn't, at least in my eyes. In fact, it got more complicated. It kept getting complicated. Right? How many of you out there have seen the replacements? I could say one word, and it's what happened in our season. One word. You know what, Craig? I'm sorry, bud. I absolutely disagree with that. I absolutely disagree with that. And the reason I disagree with that is watch these playoffs. Watch these playoffs. Very few of these teams have been with this real big old heavy forecheck. Very few of them have been. The teams that are winning on skill. They're winning on skill. That heavy forecheck. Do you know how many cups that heavy forecheck has won in the past 20 years? Since the salary cap era? How many cups has that heavy forecheck won? I know the answer. I've gone and looked at it. And yes, but you're right, quicksand. That's what happened to our season. Quicksand. It started during that 8-game losing streak, and they never got out of it. I don't see that. For the most part, I see this skill winning. I see the skill winning, man. I see guys with skill being allowed to use their skill. Look at the Rangers games. Would you like to come on and debate this with me, Craig? I'm inviting you on, man. If you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you a link, and you can come on and we can talk. But I disagree. I really do, bud. I think that I don't want to get confrontational. I really don't. And I'm trying to breathe and not get upset and that, because I do. I take it too far, and I know I do. And I don't want. Craig is a good friend, and he's been a good friend of the show. We appreciate Craig a lot, so I don't want to go there. But I would like to debate this with somebody. That's true too, and our power play went away, right? Our power play absolutely went away, AC. Absolutely did. No, Craig, you're not being argumentative, bud, and it's not you being. It's me being argumentative. Okay, bud. It's me being argumentative, and that's what because I have the voice, and you just have a text. So in your text, context is lost sometimes, or how things, it gets lost in my voice inflection. It doesn't. So that's the difference. Understood, bud. Understood. I don't think you look at the first two games the Rangers won. They weren't physical. Now, that is a true point. There is a blend, and I get that. What I'm hearing from Craig, though, is that it has to be the physical first before the skill, and I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Because of the teams that's just physical, they don't go anywhere. Right? They really don't go anywhere. And if you want to, now prior, okay, Craig, I mean, but that's the way I interpreted it. That's the thing with texting, you know, so that's the way I kind of interpreted it. So I don't want to put words in your mouth, and that's what I was concerned about. Because to me, it felt like that's what you were getting at. I just said that. Who was big and tough on the Cup team? I'd say Steen, Maroon, Pietrangelo to a point. Right? Trying to remember who else was on that fourth line with Steen. Shin, I could go with Shin. Sonny and Barbie. Okay, Sonny was to a point. In fact, Sonny got a suspension because of it, which was a bullshit suspension. And Barbie to a point was, so I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Thornburn didn't play a game, bud. Did not play a game in the playoffs. Bortuzzo played a few, but Gunnarsson played was more physical than Bortuzzo was. Right? Thornburn did not play a game. You can look it up. I know that for a fact. Know that for a fact. Right? Know it for a fact. He did not play a game in the playoffs. He was on the roster, but he didn't play a game. I'm kind of with that. You know, my question never got answered, so I'll go back and I'll ask it again and see if Erickson Krieger, or Tammy Pemberton, or Chris Morris, Craig Moss, Michael Edwards, or Jason Nichols will answer this question. What was the moment of the 18-19 season that defined that season? Third and fourth liners Spike Petro, so half and half at most, right? Not being a jerk, just saying that the reason everyone thought we were big because we would wear teams down on the cycle, right? And I think it had a lot more to do with the cycle than it did with being big and physical. Now, big and physical got you to the forecheck. Or, pardon me, being big and physical on the forecheck got you to the cycle. But it was the cycle that wore people down. If you're big and physical and you get to the forecheck but you don't keep the puck, it doesn't do you any good. You have to get to the cycle. And for 3 or 4 years, up until this year, the Blues were one of the best teams at cycling, period. I agree, Craig. But if the cycle isn't there, it doesn't matter how big or physical you are. You have to be able to cycle the puck. This year, our team couldn't cycle the puck at all. Very rarely did they get on the cycle. And when they did, it produced nothing. Winnipeg, okay, I see what you're saying there. It wasn't playing Gloria. Wow, it's not the 11-game win streak, though it happened during the 11-game win streak. I will point to one moment, and when I say that moment, hand pass game was in the playoffs, so no. Kinda, sorta. Okay, again, when they did get on the cycle, it wasn't there. The cycle never worked. I get what you're saying. I really do. It wasn't Sanford, that's for sure. I absolutely. Right? What being physical on the puck does is it gets you to the cycle. But your cycle has to be good. And our cycle this year was not good. No, it was Patty. It was Maroon. Maroon is the guy that wore a lot of people down. Maroon was that locker room guy. Had nothing. You know what, AC? That happened back in early December. Early December. It's possible, Craig. It's possible. What I'm trying to say is, even if they would have been physical this year and gotten to the cycle, they didn't have a cycle. That was like, to me, that would have been like the Cardinals playing a double-A team. Great win, but expected. I like that. So, if you want to know what the moment of the 18-19 season is, and when I say this, I know a lot of you heard me say it before, so I'm surprised nobody brought it up. Right? You're going to go, aha. I want to say it was the fourth or fifth game, maybe the third, fourth, or fifth game of the 11-game win streak. Now, the first game of the win streak came before the All-Star break. Nope, not the Philadelphia game. Even at that point, go back and look at our record. It wasn't there. There was a moment during the 11-game win streak. I got it. And that's what it was. It was the Tampa Bay game. That 0-0 overtime 1-0 win with Tarasenko scoring that goal, just taking that puck, going back there and scoring that goal, where this team started believing in itself. Because you saw it in the next game and the next game and the next game and the next game and the next game. Because everybody thought Tampa was so strong. They would be the only team to sweep Tampa. That team, every moment, and I'll tell you what, Bennington figured out right then and there that he belonged in the league. That was his best game by far. That's probably been his best game ever. They played as a team. They never got down no matter what happened. And even when it went 3-on-3, which we should have gotten destroyed, that was during the playoffs, not the regular season. Where we should have gotten destroyed, they just took the puck and ended it. That is the moment. You go back and you watch that season. You watch every game in that season, and you can tell that that's the moment that that team changed. That was the defining moment. I don't think it was. I don't think it was. I think it was the second best game. Well, nobody has that roster anymore because that roster doesn't work in my eyes. Right? When your forwards are so concentrated on the forecheck, then if they do win the forecheck and get the puck around, there's nobody there to give it to. When a defenseman gets it, he's got nowhere to pass it to. So he either gets somebody up on him, or he makes a bad pass because there's no open lane. Right? That forecheck worked because only one or two guys got on the forecheck, not all three. And when they got on the forecheck, they immediately got the puck out. They didn't pin it up against the boards and wait for help. They got up to it, they got on the puck, and they threw it around the boards. Everyone had a chance to get in their spots. That never happened this year. I'm not completely on board with that, but I understand where you're going. I hope Craig's not mad at me. All right. So the Toronto game has just started the second period, still tied at 1. We are still 1-0. The Devils with just under 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Shots are evened up at 7 apiece. Attempts are shots are 16-15. Sure I get my numbers right. Rangers are throwing the body around, but not doing them a lot of good. And the Rangers are winning the faceoff circle. Right? Danny, I brought that up earlier. I didn't realize that he had passed today. Sad to hear. He was one of the good guys when it came to that. I liked this show a little bit, but then they just all started getting outrageous. Oh, great save there by Georgiev. Do you know what? AC's going back to the Toronto-Tampa Bay game. Hey, bud. I know you don't love me anymore, AC. Oops. Didn't do that. There we go. Just kind of making things a little bit easier for me to figure out what's going on. Do you want to know the other thing that happened this season? There was something that happened this season almost consistently, and it was an offensive system failure. You guys all talk about Craig talked about the forecheck. Oh, they didn't get on the forecheck. They didn't get on the forecheck. Do you know why they didn't get on the forecheck? There's an absolute dead-on reason why they didn't get on the forecheck. And it doesn't have as much to do with the physicality as you think it does. No, not Montgomery leaving. Right? There was a change in offensive philosophy that prevented this team from either A, getting on the forecheck, or B, getting into a cycle. And I talked about it mercilessly because it happened every single game, multiple times. In fact, there's games where it's the only thing that happened. Right? They brought that puck in, they got to the top of the circle, and they stopped. Instead of spreading the defense out and going to the back and then flinging that puck around, Exactly. That's what I said. That had more to do with this team not winning games than anything else. That, I know, AC, I was joking with you, bud. That had more to do with that team losing games than anything else. And that philosophy, as flawed as it was, never changed. Never, ever changed. In the games where they didn't use it, they won big. But when they used it, no, I disagree. I disagree, Craig. They were big enough. They were physical enough to get deep. They didn't. They didn't get deep. They were told to stop. There were times where the guy would stop with nobody with him. I like that, bud. May 3rd, I think. May 3rd or May 8th. Hold on. And I can tell you because I just got an email about it. Hold on. I can't find it now, but I just got an email about it not too long ago. Dates of interest. Here we go. See if this has been updated. I'm looking. No, it hasn't been updated yet, but I want to say it's either May 3rd or May 8th, somewhere right around there. Right? Oh, no. Yeah, it just says to be determined, but I think it's May 8th. Right? Let me go open the more news. Tampa scored, so they're up 2-1. Sorry, my beard's itching a little bit, my goatee. I'm trying to find it here. I know it was released. Yeah, I'm not finding it. I know it's out there. I want to say it's May 3rd or May 8th. Right and it's in Nashville. Draft is in Nashville in June. Uh Possible. I'm not completely on board with you there yet. Lightning are up 2-1. Way to go, Lightning. You know what, Matt Lowe? I don't know, bud. I get them. I mean, I've set it up. Make sure that you've got your thing set up for all notifications. Man, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, my friend. I want everything. So I don't know, man. I just can't see anything today. Hold on. May 8th. Monday, May 8th. There we go. I was close. Let's try this now. ORR is having a great series with Toronto. Vladdy has 2 goals and the 2 wins for the Rangers, but the Rangers are down 1-0 in Game 5 as it is now. Who are you pulling between the Leafs and the Bolts? I'm going with the Bolts. I actually was surprised. I didn't think this one. I thought this was going to go 5, to be honest. Just not in the 5 it might go. Right? I did not think that the Leafs had the goaltending. And it's swapped. Right? It's absolutely swapped. Right? Jockey had it going 7. I didn't think this one was going 7, that's for sure. Tammy's cheering for RR. What about Akari? Don't forget Akari. He's playing on that team. All right, and so is Luke Shen. So we didn't have Luke, but we had his brother. You know, that's a good question, Bob. And I would say, oh, where is that meme? Oh, I got to show that meme. Who sent me that meme? Oh, man. Craig Mods, was that you? Or was it Ryan Green? It might have been Ryan Green. Let me look on my phone real quick. It might have been. It might have been Ryan Green. Let me look here. Yeah, it was Ryan Green. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. Hold on. I want to show this because this right here, I think, is an answer to your question. Right? So this is Bob's question. At what point do we say, oh, no, I think we say the Blues, well, we say both. Because that's what a lot of people talk about, how big and physical we were, and our defense was on that, and we wore teams down. That's what that's what Craig Moss was saying. That's what we did in 19. That's what we were. That's not what we are now. So it's a combination, and I do believe that. But going back to this one, this to me, answers that question. That, to me, right there answers the question. All right? How often did we see that? How often did that picture come out? I absolutely agree with that statement. I will tell you this. I 100% agree with you on that statement. Right? I really do. I think you're absolutely right. I really do. I think that is absolutely dead on. Oops. I think that's absolutely dead on right. I think that is an absolute. We needed Grice to be more, and he wasn't, and it surprised me. I thought Grice would be better. Oh yeah, I actually knew that about Jerry Springer being a mayor of Cincinnati. I think it was. I think he will. No, no. Uh, you might be. You might be. I'll agree with that somewhat. I'll agree with that somewhat. But then again, you know what? Not every team has big physical players, and they still clear them away. Craig, look at the teams in the playoff. Look at I can probably name 5 teams right now that don't have big physical players like you talk about. Right? Edmonton, no big physical players. Seattle, no big physical players. Toronto, to me, I don't see big physical players. Maybe you can throw 1 or 2 up in there, but Toronto, the Kings, and in some ways, I mean, I could throw, you know what? The other team I can throw in there is Minnesota. Maybe even Dallas. Right? The Rangers really don't, do they? The Devils? I don't think the Devils do. Right? No, okay, Rob, I get it. It goes both ways, and I understand that. It does go both ways. But that picture's telling because we saw it a lot. And you know what? Very few of those other goalies that we talk about have rings on their fingers. And I mean rings they earned, not as a backup role. Right? Okay, I'll give you the Wild. I think, but on the other part of it, I think I'm pretty dead on here that the majority that the league is going away from that, right? And it's becoming a skilled league. It's becoming a very fast, very skilled league where that stuff doesn't work. That second Tampa Bay goal was scored because of neutral zone play. Absolutely. That stretch pass, that pass from one end of the neutral zone to the other is why that goal happened. We didn't see that with the Blues at all. And we haven't seen that in the neutral zone with the Blues for years. Craig, I disagree with that. I don't think, really, how many physical guys are on Tampa? I think of one. They're a skilled team. Their skill is what got them to 3 finals. Their skill, more than physical play, got them to 3 finals. I will stake my reputation on that. I think most people will agree that their skill, Hedman, oh man, I can't think of all the players, but they've just the skill they have. Vasilevsky. I will agree with that. I will agree with that. I think that you're right. I think it's the league, not just the refs. I don't think Toronto's using a beatdown strategy. Not with the offense they have. And I don't think a beatdown strategy would work against Toronto or against Tampa. I think that you've got to let me ask you something, Craig. How many games did the Blues lose in the playoffs in 2019? How many games did they lose in 2019? Craig. Ruby is not happening. They lost 10 games. How many of those games were blowouts? More than you think. More than you think. I flew 4,000 miles to watch one of those blowouts. Hold on, I'm getting there. So these are the games that the Blues lost. They lost 6-3 to Winnipeg. That was a blowout. I remember that game. That was pretty much a blowout. I think they had a blowout against the. I think the Stars had a blowout against them. 4-1. 3 goals is a blowout to me, right? They lost 6-3 to the Sharks. They had some blowout wins. They had 2 blowout losses to Boston. Right? They lost game 3 7-2, and they lost game 6 5-1. Right? So they had some blowout losses. That's what, 4 blowout losses out of their 10. Yeah, right there. That's an absolute true statement. He barely gets his leg in there. Right? That's a true point. All right, so we're back into the second period of the Rangers and Devils. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I thought he shouldn't have said just kidding so quick. I thought he should have let it play. I thought he should have stared it down. I mean, I thought he really should have just stared it down. I mean, it was a setup. The guy put it on a tee. Put it on a tee. Brad Pond, Marion Lister, Chris Shuckey. Tampa's still up 2-1 with about just under 6 minutes to go in the first. Shots are 19-14 in favor of Tampa. That I don't remember. That was his best period in a game. I will admit that. That was his best period in the game, and it was when I finally believed, right, that we were going to win. Right? Yeah, I'll agree with that. I mean, I think his best game was the Tampa Bay game in February, but his best period was that one. Right? And then the 2 goals, the Petro goal against Marchand took the wind out of their sails, and then the shin goal set up by Tarasenko destroyed them. Damn near. During the game 4 press conference, they asked O'Reilly about, getting nervous taking faceoffs, and he responded with, "Do I look nervous?" And then quickly said, "No, I'm just kidding." And then answered the question. So it was kind of funny. Yeah, the Sanford goal sealed it. Well, I don't want to say it sealed it. It did. You knew at the point when Sanford scores that goal that the game is over, that they're not getting back in it, right? But for me, and I even wrote about this, I wrote about it in the Tarasenko narrative, right? It was Tarasenko taking Chara and Coyle down the wing, all the way down the wing, not stopping at the top of the circle, taking them all the way down the wing, looking back, seeing Shin, coming, then looking towards the back of the ice to get Chara, or no, Coyle to start heading that way. Or no, Chara to start heading that way, and Coyle towards the net, leaving him wide open for the pass to Shin that Shin buries. Oh, you're good, Craig. You're good. You're fine, Craig. Look, Craig, I partially agree with you. I would like to see the Blues have a bit better physical appearance. However, that's not the first area that I would try and fix. Oh, wow. It is 2-0. And that's correct. We did lose 10 games in the playoffs, and we got blown out in 4 of them. Yeah, I thought that's where it was too. Not sure. I think I'm about to lose one series. If Toronto does beat Tampa, I will lose that series, but my other series are looking pretty good. So this one could kill me. I had the Rangers winning this one in I think it was 7. So I don't know. Maybe I'm good there. I'd have to go back and look. Right? We got blown out. A lot of people, they don't think about this. We got blown out twice by Boston. Not once, twice. And one time and both times it mattered. It really mattered. Oh, what a save. Well, first of all, I'm not that big. And I'm not skilled at fighting. So I'm going to lose. Shit, I'm only down to one arm. Oh, he just didn't get enough on it. Taco would have got a little more on that. This game is 2-1. We had our most full team skilled players on each line in a long time, but it was the first time where we were most physical team. I'm still not there, bud. I don't think we were as physical as everybody likes to think. We were physical, but again, Craig, let me go back and ask you this. Go back to the start of the salary cap era. Because prior to the salary cap era, it didn't matter. You could do a lot of different things. But go back to the start of the salary cap era. How many physical teams, defensive style teams, have won the cup? I don't think they can. I don't think they have the goaltending, don't have the skill. Goaltending could take them there, just like Marc-Andre Fleury did with the Knights, but skill, any team in the East is so much more skilled, just like the Caps were against Vegas. So, no, I don't think they can. I don't think they can get to I think that they will lose against Edmonton if they face Edmonton. I think they'd lose against Dallas, too, to be honest. I think they only get one series. By the way, if you follow Instigators Hockey, stop. They are doing stuff on purpose, just to get Blues fans to react. Blues fans have made them a trend, because of the shit they're doing, have made them a trending site on Facebook. So if you follow it, stop. You take that away, they stop doing it. You're leading credence to it. Absolutely stop. I implore you to stop. Yeah, I would think so. Uh, yeah, that's kind. You know. Well, here's the thing. Do you think that we have players on the team right now that are more skilled than Tarasenko, O'Reilly, or Perron? Right? Yeah, Dallas has done an outstanding job this season. I do believe that. Well, here's the thing. I think we do, Craig. I really think we do. And the reason that you say no is because those players. I did an interview, and I want to say it was with, and I can't think of his name now. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can remember his name. He played for the Blues. He was on the Blackhawks during one of their cup runs. He was the second guy that got the cup handed to him. Me and Wendy did an interview with him. He works for the Blues now. Right? Well, what I'm asking is, do we have players? I didn't say 3, but do we have players that are better than them right now? More skilled than them right now? And I think we do. I think we have at least 2. That's it. Jamal Mayers. Jamal Mayers talked about something in the interview with him. I might reach back out to him. I'd love to talk to him more about this. He talked about the skill being coached out of players and how the skill got coached out of him. And I got to tell you that I think in a lot of aspects, the Blues had the skill coached out of them. There you go, buds. If you're on BlueNote Fan Report or YouTube, there's the link to the Jamal Mayer's interview. It's only got 61 views, so most of you haven't seen it. Right? Okay, so I want to address this. Right now, I think Thomas and Kyrou, skill level wise, is better than Tarasenko and O'Reilly. And Perron. I think skill level wise, they're both better. But I also don't think they're being allowed to use that skill. Kyrou, you go on the majority of the groups, and I'm not even on them. I've been kicked out of them. But I know from what I hear from you guys, the majority of the groups beat up on Kyrou, saying that he's had a bad season. He had his best season ever. They think Kyrou had a bad season because he didn't play defense. You know what? There's a guy in the Hall of Fame that played for the Blues for 11 years that never played defense while he was here. And he went to the Hall of Fame because what he did here, not what he did anywhere else. But Ruby and the one cup run should have been two, but the one spoiled Blues fans, especially new Blues fans. In my opinion, I do think Tarasenko has that ability to be Perron. I do think he has the ability. I guess Maroon got a bullshit call. Where are we at? Agree with me on Kyrou. Jamal was physical but had more skill than most players on teams but not used to his potential. He said that. He absolutely said that he had the skill coached out of him. He had a good career, but it could have been better. Right? I think Tyson Nash is another one. I'd love to talk to Tyson Nash. I have tried. He got off of Twitter, so I don't have any way to get a hold of him anymore. No. I've heard them say, trade Kyrou. He's not good on defense. He's hurting this team more than he's helping it. Get rid of Kyrou. You paid too much money to Kyrou and Thomas. Right? I hear that. I've seen that. Those contracts were the right contracts. I absolutely believe that. Right? I'm sorry. Tarasenko, O'Reilly, and Perron, and Pietrangelo. Okay, I'm not saying you in particular, Craig. I'm saying the fan base, my friend. Okay? Man, they're going nuts there. New York's got to figure this out. Oop, clubs drop. Oh, quit dancing and throw punches. Good one, just holding him. Throw punches. Oh, good one. One punching down. There we go. Come on, good one. Throw punches. Don't let ball get in there. Oh, nice. Undercut, uppercut. Get off your knees. Oh, the ref didn't stop it when he went to his knees. That was a surprise. Now they're going to stop it now because they're just hugging. All right? Craig, I know that your complaint was never defense. I know that. But I'm saying the majority of the fan base. I look at Kyrou. I look at Kyrou. I look at Thomas. And I feel like the skill is getting coached out of them. I really, really do. Right? You know, I agree with you a little bit on this. I agree with you a little bit on that. I really do. I do think he was overrated. Right? But I do believe that Berube is the reason Petrangelo, Perron, Tarasenko, O'Reilly, and Barbashev are no longer here. And I just thought of something. How much of this could be of what happened this season was Berube revolting over a trade that happened that he didn't like? I wonder if anybody knows what trade I'm talking about. I'll see. Right? For me, that's not as much Kyrou as it is Torpachenko. I think Torpachenko is your Perron, right? I think Kyrou is your Tarasenko and Thomas is your O'Reilly. I think that there's a tiff between Berube and the front office. I really do. I really do think that there's a bit of a tiff there. Right? I still will tell you, I sent a Twitter request to Perron asking him to come on the show. He has not responded to it, and I don't expect him to, but I sent it. I guess I covered it up. Yeah, I guess I did. I don't have it up on this one. And the email that I have on the other account, I don't think I can bring it on here. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it's not on this one. Oh, wow. Rangers are in huge trouble now. I got in. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. There we go. I couldn't believe I remembered that. Yay me, because I don't have access to that email anymore. Here we go. So, yeah, it was shorthanded. I like that. It's not Willie reaches potential. It's Willie reaches potential with this coaching staff. That's the question. Same thing with Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson would have never reached his potential with this coaching staff. He got a chance to go to a better situation, coaching-wise, and that's why he's the guy he is. And Bergevin, he went off on Thompson. I haven't heard the whole interview, but he went off on Thompson something fierce on the Cam and Strick podcast. So, there you go. There is the email or the message that I sent David Perron. Right? There you can see it. Wish I could hide some of these other messages, but there you can see it. I'll kind of do that. So, but there it is. I sent it. I asked him. He has not read my email. Nothing I can do about it, but there you go. Okay, and Craig, I just, again, there's some things you miss in text, and I get that. Pronger could probably be the next GM here, and I could see it happening. I'll tell you that. I could absolutely see it happening. Rangers are in big trouble. They have got to solve Smith tonight. They have got to solve him. Oh man, what a block. Amazing what we're seeing in this game. Tampa's still up 2-1, so they're going to push it to games. Oh man, they push this to game 6. Toronto is going to go ballistic. Oh my goodness. You can tell me on the side. I want Ott on the show, bud. I want Ott on the show so bad. But as long as he's a coach, I don't think he will. I got to reach back out to my contact and try and get some interviews set up. I really do. I got to do something, man. Because my depression is really bad right now. And I'll admit it to you guys. The last month has been really, really bad for me. I have not been able to do many things. I haven't driven Uber. I'm going to try and drive tonight for a little bit. I have lost my physical contact with people. I haven't talked to anybody. I haven't gone out, or when I didn't go out, I've been very alone. Yeah, I'm not doing well. Just being honest with you, I'm not doing well. And maybe these interviews will help, but I got to get something with Ashley. I got to talk to Ash a little bit, or because I don't want to do these interviews alone. Right? I really don't. But I do want to set them up. Now, they will not be live. They will not be live. Right now, I don't know. That my hand, the recovery on my hand is now looking. It went from being 6 weeks to probably being a year. So this is going to take a lot. This is a lot of the reason why I'm in where I'm at. Right? I want to try one more thing. I got it. Okay, I finally got it. I've remembered my passwords. Hey, me! Oh my goodness. Where are we at? That's cool. Jason, who are you talking to? Uh, okay. I will not say it. I don't, I'm pretty good at keeping my mouth shut about stuff. I think you guys know that. Right? Chris is better be careful. I think his wife likes me more than she likes him. Even though I made her cry. She's a great lady, and I mean that in the nicest of way. Yeah, I know, man. How the hell did that happen? Yeah, that could be happening kind of quick. So I think they're going to stick with them. Oh, another good shot. They've got to get one before the end of the second. This final minute. Oh, they've got him tired. Oh, finally. Good shot. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh. Hmm. Ott is a good guy, and Ott's going to be Ott's going to be a coach. I really think he is. Uh, yeah, that was. I think that was cool. Who was it? Lance had said that he was in town and thought it was maybe for a job interview. I hope I'm there. I hope I'm there next year. I really do. Might have to hopefully get this figured out with my hand and then look for a room to rent for a while until I can get on my feet. Hope that the Warriors will accept me in, but I have a feeling that they're going to make me go at the bottom of the waiting list, which I don't want to say anything about. Then they did talk to him about a coaching position. I should give Tony a call. Oh well. Schmidt's only allowed 2 goals in what, 3 games? Oh, did you see? You know what screwed up? Did you see what the Panthers did? What their coach did? Oh my goodness! You talk about calling out a player. Right? Oh, he'll be around more. That's good. I like Tony. Matt Lowe, you talk about you. You talk about really. You want to talk about losing a player? The Panthers will lose this series because of what the coach did. Right? He made the goalie change. Oh man, I wonder if I could find that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see if I can see this. Ah. Yeah, I don't see it here. Oh, I'm not finding it. So Paul Maurice basically talked about putting in Bobrovsky over his current goalie and said, "Oh, I have these two great goalies, but this is about character or something like that." And that's why Bobrovsky's in. Oh, he called him out. He called out the current goalie. I don't remember who his name is. Hold on a second. So he called out Alex Lyon with Lyon sitting right in front of him. Right in front, and then he looked at him when he said it. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. You've lost that kid. He will never play for you again. Or if he does get in, he's not going to do it. I mean, you've destroyed his confidence. Right? You're playing the best team in the league. That wasn't what you say to him. I mean, I don't know, man. It was just, it was bad. It was bad. I'm telling you. What you do in the moment, Paul Maurice did it. Paul Maurice, and I couldn't find the video of it. Uh, Schmidt is playing out of his mind. Out of his mind. He's given up 3 goals in 3 games. 2 goals in 3 games. Oh, man. Oh, I greatly appreciate that, Matt Lowe. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, I'm not going to stick around much longer. There's only 4 of you watching. I mean, and not that I don't love the 4 of you. I absolutely do. But, you know, at some point, you know, the energy that I got to put into it, it's hard for me to explain, guys. It really is. I wish I could explain better, but if you've ever done something like this, I think you know. Man, what day of the week is it? Is today Wednesday? I don't even know. Thursday. Wow, I couldn't even tell you what day of the week it is. That's how screwed up I am right now. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to call it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, the Rangers, I think they're losing this game. Hopefully, they can pull it back. Have a great one. Thanks for watching me for the last 2 hours. I'll see you next time. Aloha.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go, Blues! Let's